Welcome to Compas on the Beat. We're back for another NFL free agency grade, and this time we're going to look at Josh Jacobs joining the Green Bay Packers. A little bit of a surprise here. I don't think I expected the Packers to be in the running for a top running back here, but they did it. And we'll you see the grade here in the banner. I give it a C plus, but it's not a good grade, but I'll get to it in a bit. Quick promo. Check out compasonthebeat.com. We're finally using our website, compasonthebeat.com. And when you see that gold shiny box, type in your email to subscribe to the newsletter. We're going to have an informative newsletter with the latest on the network, but also in the sports world and the pop culture. We're going to give you what's going on in our lives, but also give you analysis of what's going on in the sports world again and pop culture, all that. But check out the website. We're going to start writing a little more, adding some more stories. So compasonthebeat.com, type in your email. All right. Josh Jacobs to the Packers. I gave it a C plus. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like the Packers needed a Josh Jacobs. Like, obviously, like they forced, right, Aaron Jones to take a pay cut, and so you're gonna cut Aaron Jones now. Like, what about AJ Dillon? Like, that was okay with me, but they want to splurge on Josh Jacobs, and also I don't know what the money is for Josh Jacobs. I haven't seen it out there, but it seems like all these running backs are getting at least on the safe floor about $8 to $9 million per year. And then obviously there's like guaranteed money, there's worth up to, there's upsides, things like incentives. But we don't know how it's going to be. But for the average, it looks like about $8 to $10 million per year for Josh Jacobs. So the Packers are interesting though. Like, maybe they don't want to settle here. Josh Jacobs is an upgrade over Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. He's durable. It'll be more of a balanced attack. And you know, I guess when you have somebody who's dependable, your young quarterback doesn't have to play hero, or maybe it cuts down his interceptions. But I thought Jordan Love was doing a good job cutting down the interceptions. Yeah, the last throw of 2023 was an interception to the 49ers in the playoffs. But before that, for about 6 to 7, 8 games, he cut down. Like, he was playing well. Like, I want to make sure the Packers are making Jordan Love the focal point and not leaning heavily on a workhorse. Like, if you lean on Jacobs heavily, then you pay him the money. But if you're gonna be, it's gonna be a guy to kind of do a balanced attack, help out Jordan Love whenever. You don't need to splurge on a running back. So that's what's a C plus for me. Obviously they got, not I shouldn't say get rid of, but they cut ties with David Bakhtiari. David Bakhtiari, there you go, a little better. The left tackle was solid for Aaron Rodgers for many years, but just hasn't been able to stay healthy. They cut that money. They gained $20 million in cap space. So you could splurge on a Josh Jacobs. I get that point of view. Maybe I should bump it up to a B minus. But again, I rather than focus maybe on the defensive side. Some of these players they spend money in the draft or draft capital on defense. Like a lot of players from Georgia, by the way, a good amount haven't panned out. Like maybe, obviously you got a Rashawn Gary. You don't know what's gonna happen with Lucas Van Ness. You got Preston Smith. Jair Alexander is still getting paid a lot of money, but he hasn't been that top elite corner. So I would like to see a little more cornerback help for the Packers, but I get it. Cornerback is not a strong market. Maybe you could draft one. But I rather see more focus on the defense for the Packers. I like what they're doing with the wide receivers there. Uh, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks. So uh, Tucker Craft and Lucas Musgrave. So a lot of weapons, but it seemed like a luxury signing with Josh Jacobs. I'm not too mad at it, but I just felt like it could have been used on the defensive side. But you know what? Maybe it's a good balance. Matt LaFleur has done a good job, calling plays, especially last year without Aaron Rodgers. So Jordan Love gets a new running back. We'll see what happens, but I'm not the biggest fan of this signing here. But let me know in the comments if you think I'm dumb here. I don't care. That's fine. We all have opinions, and I want to hear everybody's opinion. So if I'm dumb or stupid, let me know, and then give me your reasoning why you disagree. But if you agree, also let me know, why do you agree with my opinion here, Josh Jacobs to the Packers? And it's always tough to do grades because again, you don't know what's going to happen. But a lot of times these free agent signings don't pan out. Like, you look at like a top 50 board for 2 years ago, I bet maybe half of them only made it with their team for 3 years in a row. So that's why it's easy to get caught up in saying, "Oh, it's a great move," and also you don't want to be too harsh, but somewhere in the middle, it doesn't hurt to be C plus or B minus. So that is my opinion here. Again, check out compasonthebeat.com. Subscribe to the newsletter today. Josh Jacobs going to the Packers, C plus grade in my book.